Hey everyone, Cody from Mac Telecom Networks. Yesterday, Ubiquiti released the smart chime that works with your unified doorbell. I've been testing this out for a while, and although it is a great chime, it does have a few flaws, and we'll go over that. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. If you'd like to hire me for network consulting, visit www.mactelecomnetworks.com. You can find me on Twitter at MacTelecomN, and if you'd like to support the channel, we do have Ubiquiti affiliate links, and I'll put those in the description below. So like always, let's take a closer look at the smart chime. There really isn't too much to it, and then we'll get it adopted into Unifi Protect, look at the settings, and then listen to the chime sound. On the front of the door chime, we see the Ubiquiti branding, and this is a fabric cover. And on the side of the door chime, it's made out of polycarbonate and it's a nice white finish. On the back, we have our standard North American plug with the 3 prongs. And on the side, we have our standard reset button. To start the setup, we need to get the smart chime plugged into an electrical outlet. And once it's plugged into an electrical outlet, we can see how far it sticks out. On the top, we'll have these white lights, which will show us our Wi-Fi signal strength. And now we're in my Unifi Protect, and we could see that there's a new device found. We could see the distance is far. That's because my phone is upstairs and the chime is downstairs, and it's connecting over Bluetooth. So we're going to add the device. Now it's asking us to connect to a Wi-Fi network. We're going to put it on the Mac Telecom camera, enter the password, and press next. All right, it says name your device. I'm just going to call this smart chime. Press done, and then we'll press next. We have a doorbell ring volume. I'm going to pump that to 100, and then we'll press continue. We'll test the chime after when I bring the camera downstairs so you could hear what it sounds like. And now it's adopted into Unifi Protect. So we're going to go back to the computer and take a look at it. Now we're into Unifi Protect, and we could see the smart chime on the bottom. We could see the model is the UP-Chime and the IP address that it's given. That was from my camera network. And we could see the utilization, which says 100%. Under the overview, we could see the model, the firmware, the MAC address, the host, and then the uptime. We take a look at their settings, there isn't really that much we could do. So we have the smart chime name, we have the paired doorbell. So if you had multiple doorbells, you would select the one that you want it to be paired with. And then we have our sound. This is just the speaker volume, and that's it. And we could test the chime tone. So there isn't any way to change the ringtones. There's only one tone as for now. So that's one of the faults that I think they need to change. We need to be able to have multiple different type of tones. And then under manage, we could restart the device, and then we could unmanage the device. One thing that you want to make sure is under your doorbell, I have the G4 Doorbell Pro, that it's set to the correct chime. So we could go to our settings wheel, and then we could see this chime drop down. Here we could select the chime type. So we either have digital, we have none, or we have mechanical. Another issue with this chime, it only rings once, and you'll hear that, and it's very short, and some people might miss it. Even changing the chime duration doesn't change the chime, it still only rings the once. So that's something they need to fix. Okay, now we're down at the chime. I'm gonna do a test chime for my phone. Now let's go to the doorbell so you can see that that chime only rings the once. And as you could hear, that chime is very, very short. So if you're in the basement, you may not even hear it. One thing that I asked Ubiquiti about is if we had multiple chimes, would they work throughout the house? So if we had 3 or 4 chimes, one upstairs, one downstairs, and one in the main floor, would they all work and ring at once? I only have the one chime, and I wasn't able to try it out, but when I hear back from Ubiquiti, I will pin it in the comments so people know. Now, would I recommend the smart chime? Well, I still probably would. It's $59 USD MSRP, and if you don't have a mechanical chime, this is very easy to install. As you can see, you plug it in, and then you adopt it. It does still have those flaws where we can't change the sound duration or change the tone. Hopefully that could be fixed in a future firmware update. If you have any questions about the smart chime, please leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. All right, thanks.